How many of you remember this iconic scene when Morpheus asked to choose red pill or blue pill? This is where the game changes for Neo. But what is the reality behind this red and blue pill, and why is it still so relevant in the new Matrix Resurrections? Well, it's more than just a pill, trust me. The color red and blue has a deeper meaning. Let's try to crack it in this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel as I'm posting every day. Comment down below what you want to see next. Now let's jump straight into it. You might have noticed that there are a lot of references of red and blue throughout the trailer. I'm not talking about just the pills, but also the clothing of Morpheus and the hair streak of Henwick. Let's start with breaking down the trailer for better understanding. The early shots show us an older, yet inexplicably still living version of Mr. Thomas Anderson that is Neo. He just has some weak, faint memories of previous life and this world around him, the latest version of Matrix. Later on, he finds Trinity at a coffee bar, and we see they are trying to find out if they've met before. When chatting to Neo, Abdul Mateen mentions Trinity. "The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know why you're still fighting and why you'll never give up." Later in the trailer, the machines connect Trinity to the Matrix, implying that she's still alive after her death in the Matrix Revolutions. A militaristic squad fires at Neo and Trinity on a rooftop in an action sequence. Neo uses his palm to deflect the gunshots. Neo is able to telepathically guide one of their fired missiles into the other chopper when two helicopters arrive. The Matrix of this time is looking very peaceful. Based on the ending of the Matrix Revolutions, humans and machines have agreed to a peace treaty, and the Matrix has been rebooted to become less of a totalitarian hellscape. But if Neo himself is any indication, that doesn't necessarily mean most humans are aware they're living inside a simulation. Well, as of now, we are all having the question how Trinity and Neo are alive if they died in the climax of Matrix Revolutions. For one thing, we don't know if either of them still have a physical body outside of the Matrix. It is possible Neo's communion with the machine intelligence somehow allowed his mind to escape into the Matrix as his body died. There is another scene in the trailer where a body wakes up in the real time in its pod. I can't really guess if this is the body of Neo or Trinity or someone else, but perhaps we'll learn the machines were somehow able to revive Neo's body and plug him back in. We also see new faces in the trailer. We got to see Neil Patrick Harris's therapist character, who helps Thomas Anderson deal with his dreams and keeps him supplied with a dose of memory-wiping blue pills. Those pills are called antilophiloxin. Ontology is a branch of philosophy that deals with existence and the nature of reality, prime Matrix material. In other words, later we meet Yahya Abdul Mateen in character, a man who looks an awful lot like a young Morpheus. Assuming this is Morpheus, one of the biggest mysteries in the sequel is why Neo's old friend and mentor has been reborn in a new form, rather than aging like Neo and Trinity have. Echoing the original film, this Morpheus gives Neo a red pill to help awaken his mind and counteract the blue pills. His line "time to fly." To call back the first movie, both the lines called masculine. It's the only way to fly, and the fact that Neo alone is able to transcend the physical laws of the Matrix enough to literally fly. Morpheus also refers to the only reason you're still here, why you're still fighting. Is this implying that Neo willingly re-entered the Matrix in order to find and rescue Trinity? We also see a new take on the iconic dojo fight between Neo and Morpheus. This time, instead of saying, "I know Kung Fu," Neo tells Morpheus, "You don't know me." Getting into the detail of red and blue, Morpheus's clothing is dominated by the color red. Does this have a deeper meaning to it? Also, we see Henwick's character has a blue streak in her hair. Does this mean Henwick's character is morally opposed to pulling humans out of the Matrix? The red versus blue motif can be seen all over the trailer, from the blue color of the therapist's glasses to the red of Morpheus's suit. But unlike the original trilogy, the conflict between red and blue and enlightenment versus security may not be so clear-cut. Maybe escaping the Matrix isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially if the love of your life is still inside. The trailer includes a handful of other Easter eggs and nods to the original movie. Neo sees a black cat again, mirroring the scene where he learned about the true meaning of déjà vu. There are several references to Alice in Wonderland, including the use of Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit in the soundtrack, and Henwick's character sporting a rabbit tattoo. And as for that rubber ducky that seems to be Neo's only companion, this could be a reference to a computer programming concept known as rubber duck debugging, where a programmer reviews their own code by explaining it line by line in the simplest terms possible to rubber ducky. Like Morpheus once said, no one can be told what the Matrix is, and this is a puzzle Neo has to solve for himself. Seriously speaking, this is one of the most shocking and informative trailers we have ever seen. There are too many things to discuss and dive into, theories and more secrets that we must discuss in detail. These next few months are going to be very exciting. But what do you think? What do you think about the Matrix Resurrections trailer? I would love to hear from you as well. So here's the video, guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.